Okay. Ooh. Today is March 21st, 2019. I guess I'm gonna start posting on my YouTube. Gotta go with this stuff. I was arrested last year, February 1st. It was January 31st, but it rolled over into February 1st. And things I learned from my arrest, because if you don't know your rights, like it's just that you don't know your rights. When I was pulled over for impeding the flow of traffic, texting and driving. So you can see the snippet on my YouTube page where I actually got drugged by the state trooper to his car. You can see where he put his taser in my face. You can see where he yanked me. You know what I'm saying? You can see all of that. If I was pulled over for a traffic stop, why am I outside of my car? Why, after I signed my citations, didn't you let me get back in my car and leave? Like, after my arrest, I talked to other officers. They was like, man, after you signed your citations, your stop was technically over. If he wasn't going to let you drive, you was supposed to sit there and he was supposed to wait till somebody, came and got your car or whatever. Like, he had no reason to tow it. I had a permit because my license I got suspended because I got a super speeder when I was under 21. So I had a permit to drive to and from work. From the video, you can see I was in my work uniform. My insurance straight. Like, there was no reason for my car to for him to even say he was gonna tow my car. He just wanted to be a ass. So first thing I did wrong, I stepped outside the car. And like when I talked to other officers, they was like, why did you even get out of the car? I was like, I got out of the car because he threatened me. Like, I called 911 before I even got out of the car. Called 911, let the operator or the dispatcher know that I was actually scared and he's making me get out of my car and I don't know why. So the lady actually hung up on me. Like, 911 hangs up on someone. Yeah, the lady hung up. Well, after he told her to hang up on me, she hung up on me. So that was some bull. So here I am. I'm a 20-year-old on the side of the road, and I'm scared. And it's dark. It's like 8 o'clock at night, so no one can see me. Like, I'm on a main highway, but still no one can see me. No one pulled over. No one stopped. The only people that knew I was pulled over was my mom, because as soon as I got pulled over, I called her. I was like, Mom, I'm getting pulled over. And before I got out of the car, I was like, Mom, can you come get me? Like, can you come get my car? Call my daddy and I let him know. Like, I was like, Dad, I don't know what's going on, but I need you to come get my car. So this was even before I was under arrest. So this whole time, like, he's really holding me against my will. Like, I already signed my citations. You won't let me get back in my car. And I'm not under arrest at the moment. So what are you doing? Why am I still standing here if I'm not under arrest? Why can't I get in my car? Those were questions he couldn't answer. He just wanted to be a butt. So, man, know your rights. Like, don't get out the car. Record. Like, my phone was on 20%, but I should have recorded that. Like, I don't care if my phone died. I should have recorded that. So, don't get out your car. Make sure you have your ID and your registration, whatever you need. Make sure you got all that squared away. Don't get out your car. Keep it moving. Like, because from the video, I talk with my hands, so it looks like I was aggressive in the video. I didn't say anything aggressive to this man. I never touched this man. I never bucked at this man. Never jumped at this man. I am 5'2", for anyone who don't know how tall I am. I'm 5'2". I'm a little woman. Like, I'm not as small as I could be. Like, I'm not like 4'11" or nothing. But when it comes to me and my height, I'm little. Like, I'm not a threat, honestly. It ain't like my mama put me in fighting classes growing up, or I know any secret tricks or any of that. None of that. I am a little woman. So There's no reason for force to be used. There's no reason for him to say he was gonna tase me. And when he said he was gonna tase me, he had his taser in my face. And the fact that I was quote unquote law enforcement, I know you ain't supposed to tase nobody above the neck. So you put your taser in my face and say you gonna tase me. Not only that, like, he yanked me up and I was like, let me go. Like, what are you doing? Let me go. Like, I never once put my hands on this man. So after he let me go, I tried to go towards the front of my car, which is, the ditch was right here, my car is right here, and I'm going towards the front of my car. I'm just trying to get away from him because I don't know what this man gonna do. I'm black and it's dark. In that whole situation, I was very afraid. I was very scared. I did not know what was going to happen. So I'm trying to just get away from him. Next thing I know, I'm getting tripped to the ground and he's arresting me. Like, what am I under arrest for? So the charge that he put on me for the arrest was obstruction, because all my other charges were traffic. Like, I didn't have my license on me, but if you check if you was to type my driver's license number in and I gave it to him, it came up in the system. So that would have been $15. The impeding the flow of traffic, I think that was $118. Texting and driving, he couldn't prove that, so that shit got thrown out. Obstruction got thrown out. So the charge that got me arrested got thrown out. Like, all my charges would have gotten thrown out had I went to court. Because if you would have actually watched the real video, not the footage that they doctored, the real video showed that I took off maybe 3 or 4 seconds after the car that was in front of me, because I still saw their bumper. Like, when I actually got up to the light and the turning signal went from green to yellow, the car that was in front of me was just turning. So it's not like I was way behind the car. But oh yeah, even my video doesn't have sound until 29 minutes. So when the state trooper came to my window, his mic wasn't even on. Like, how often do you think they turn their equipment off for people who don't go to court? Like, his mic was off. My whole video is silent. Like, even the part that's in his car, my video starts in his car because it automatically goes back 2 minutes before your stop. So even in the car, when he was talking to the dispatcher and letting him know he was finna pull me over, this, that, and the other, you can't hear any of that at all. I get signed at 29 minutes, and that's when I was being taken to the hospital. He wasn't even gonna take me to the hospital until a regular police department officer showed up and was like, you gonna have to take her to medical. I knew that from working at a prison, that when there's a use of force on the inmate, you got to take them to medical before they even go to the hole, before they even go to any of that. You got to take them to medical. Medical is right after the use of force. You a state trooper and I know that. Like, just know y'all rights, because I feel like this has really, like, I'm not gonna say it ruined my life, but it put me at a major standstill. 8 months of 2018, I was not able to find a job because those pending charges was showing up on my record, and it made me look, you know, uncooperative. It made me look violent. It made me look like, you know, I have something against authority. So when it came to me getting jobs within law enforcement, the jobs that I'm qualified for, I couldn't get them because we gotta wait to see how your court case go. It would have been like a liability to kind of hire me, because if things went left and post up my certification, then it's like, okay, we gotta fire you now. But they wouldn't have been losing nothing. I've already been sent to training. Like, all you gotta do is hire me. I'm a body for now. Like, but for 8 months of last year, I couldn't get a job. I'm still currently on the post review. This happened, I reported it to post February 1st, 2018, right after I got out of jail. I'm still under post review, meaning I cannot get jobs in law enforcement. Like, no prison is trying to hire me right now. Like, I went to Georgia State Prison, which is one of the worst prisons in Georgia. If they not gonna touch me and hire me, I know ain't nobody finna hire me. So when it comes to law enforcement jobs right now, I can't get them. I can't get any other certification right now for anything else because I'm under post review. Like, I can go through training for the qualifications that I already have to keep my stuff updated, but if I want to go be a police officer, I can't be a police officer now. Even though that's the whole reason why I became a corrections officer, because I wanted to actually be a police officer. But I was 19 at the time. So at 19, no police station was trying to hire me. No sheriff's office was trying to hire me. Like, I put in for my local sheriff's office 3 or 4 times before I put in for the prison. And the prison hired me first. Like, no one was trying to hire me because of my age. But when I hit 20, I was like, okay, like January, because my birthday in July. I was like, okay, I'm 20 now. I can start putting in May, because you got to be like 3 months away from your birthday. So I was like, I'm going to put in May, because that's close enough to my 21st birthday. To the point where if I get hired, you know, my training and stuff can already be in motion, because I'm finna be 21. I even thought about being a state trooper. And since that happened, like, I feel like they need more black women officers, because the guy was 6'3". I'm 5'2". There is no reason why you had to use force on me, period. If you wanted to arrest me, you could have leaned me against my car and let me know I was under arrest. You did not have to force me to the ground. You did not have to jack me up by my jacket. You did not have to put your taser in my face. Like, men don't do that. Especially not with someone who can't defend themselves. Especially with someone who's not going to defend themselves. I wasn't going to touch that man. I don't care how much he touched me. I don't care if that man Rodney King me. I was not going to touch him. Because what did Rodney King get when he got his ass beat? Oh, okay. Like, I wasn't finna touch that man, because I knew in that situation it was going to be a loss anyway. That's why all my charges got dismissed and dropped, because I didn't do anything. The things that did stick were things that would have stuck anyway. Then pleading the floor of traffic, okay, yeah, that can go with anything. You could just say I was in the middle of the road. Not having my license on me. Okay, that's $15. Like, that's stuff that I would have paid even working at the prison, because that wouldn't have got me terminated. That wouldn't have got me fired. That wouldn't have got me rolled up. That wouldn't have did nothing when it came to me working. Like, I still would have been able to drive. I still would have been able to go to work. I still would have been able to clock in. None of that stopped me. The only thing that stopped me was obstruction. So I would have been straight even with those traffic citations. That stuff that would have stuck anyway. That obstruction is what has ruined my law enforcement career. And I think it's ruined it for now. I don't know what Post is going to do. I feel like my charges were dismissed. Post should just, you know, clear me. And I'm 21. I don't have any kids. I don't mind moving. Like, if I was to put in for a job in Atlanta and I got it, I'll move to Atlanta. If I was to put in for a job in Valdosta, I'll move to Valdosta. I'll move to Savannah. I'll move to Augusta. I don't mind moving. Like, there's nothing holding me here. I don't have kids here. My mama in good health. My grandma in good health. Everybody's straight. So I don't have to stay here. But me being arrested at 20 really put me at a standstill, because now I'm working and I'm doing something I don't want to do. Like, it's straight. Anybody else who see me doing my job, they were like, man, that's one of the best jobs ever. Like, I understand that. I get where you coming from with it. But I know this is not what I want to do. I want to do something that has something to do with the community, to do something with the youth, to do something with all of that. And I felt like me being a police officer, or me being a probation officer, or me being a trooper, like me being something in law enforcement would have put me right there in there. But I'm not going to let this, you know, stop me. I'm not going to let this prevent me any longer. Like, if and when Post clears me, putting in to be a trooper. Yeah. I'm putting in for all of them, but I really want to be a trooper. Because this is showing me, like, just because I had a bad interaction with them and other people have bad interactions, like, you have to be the change. Like, you can't talk about something and be so hard on it and do this and do that if you're not willing to change it. Who gonna change it? Them? No, it's systematic for them. They don't care. Like, you have to be the change. So, yeah. That's my little snippet and my story, or my backstory on what happened to me that night. And I still don't go to that light. I go through it, but if it comes to me turning, like, I'm not gonna turn to that light. Yes. I told someone that, like, that's not funny, but I told someone that, they were like, man, you traumatized. I was like, yeah, I probably am. Like, They told me I need to go talk to somebody. I mean, I ain't got no money for that. But I know, like, I don't even go to the light. Like, if I can avoid the whole light period, I will. Because I still can see that area. Like, I still can see myself that night. I still can see me getting drugged to his car. Like, I'm handcuffed. Like, I'm literally handcuffed. This man ain't try to help me up so I can walk to the car. He ain't try to do none of that. I'm literally handcuffed and I'm getting drugged to the back of his car. Like, you don't know how foul that is. You don't know how much that hurt. Like, and that hit home with me. Like, yeah, you see videos of people getting beat up by police. You see this, you see that. But when it's you, man, you at a standstill. You just don't know what to do. Anyway, this video is too long already. That's a little more information on me. I actually think I'm gonna post this. I might start posting more. Oh, my hair looks crazy. Look, I just put this wig on. Like, I didn't brush it, didn't comb it. Just put it on. I ain't got no ponytail holder. I just put it on. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, that's it.